I'm community manager of Tropical Nomad Co-working Space here in Canggu. Today, I'm gonna share about wellness of belonging at Body Talk by Body Artisan. Why loneliness is become common in this modern life, I think it's because we just too busy with our life, with working, with maintain our social, come to coffee shop and then go to the gym, hang out with A, B, and so on. But deep in our heart, it's like we craving something like we need to check in with some people that we trust the most, and then that kind of people we struggle to find because I think it's nowadays like everything goes too fast. You moving from one place to another place. Like travel is like nowadays is it just so often we do, and then we miss that kind of experience of finding people that can we can check in daily and so on. So we miss that feeling. So from that moment, like feel lonely, it's kind of like common because you say hi to new people and then 10 days we just like bye and then just sat in the plane, and then it's like thing nothing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna miss these people now and feel alone again and then meet new people. I think that's kind of like all the way around in this modern life. I think it's the impact is gonna be like really powerful because when we have a sustained people to share our daily life is like sharing fun things, you hang out and then doing something together, and like you don't need to do like when you first time meet people and then you just want to like get comfortable first, and then in this space that you already know each other as a long term friends or partner, and then you share your activity, your daily life without passing the introduction again. So you wanna you I think for me it's gonna feel more calm and then more relaxed in whatever you do. um like that's also make you feel like, oh, this is like the person that I share my secret, my my like everyday's life, and then you don't have to worry about it, and then just like make you feel distressed. I think it's great community is really important. It's something that you do with some people like to support you in a way they do. When you just know people, it's like, oh yeah, what's your background, like hobby, and then it's like even like in the working space or something that you like and then have like in common. I think it's like a strong community. It's really impact that how you turn your daily your plan, and then that's like a long term plan in your life. Well, I think it's oh, that's a good question. Well, the authentic community that you want to be part with, that you need to be open and feel okay if you sharing things, that you don't worry the people will judge you or the people will be like avoid you if you tell your truth, if you tell yourself or being yourself. I think that is the authentic community for me, because when you're faking something to just because you want to be in that part of the community, that's not gonna long last. It's also drain you and make you feel like you just like tired of joining any kind of activity or just being there just because you just want to be accepted. And then it's also, what's the point? It's not you in there, so you don't want to be in the room that it's not support you and it's not be there for you. I believe like every people have their own problems and stress as well. even for me, I feel like I'm not really like show up like if I stress or sad to the community that I love or respect with, because personally I don't really want to spread my like sadness, my stress to the family that I love with. But I do sometimes like sharing with like a trusted some people in the community, like, look, this is what's going on to me right now, and then I don't know what should I do, because because like life sometimes just like gets hard. And then from the community itself, it's like they just listen to me, and then I feel hurt too, because if I might be like telling someone about it, is like not interested in hearing my story, but the right people in the community, they always like, oh, listen, and then it's like giving some advice from their point of view. And that feeling is like, oh, there's someone is really heard about me, and there's someone really care about me. So that kind of response for me, it's really helped me to like calm down, and then it's like flashback or like rethink again, what should I do. And then it's like, oh, I think you're right, and then I need to like calm down or do what one of the friends maybe on the community side. Because even I have a social media or maybe like family, but the community is the one that you share your daily life with, and then sharing your unspoken moment. And then you don't need to like really specific telling the story, because from the chit chat that you have in the past day, that's really connected. And then from the community itself, I think to be heard and to be noticed, it's what helped me a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely like consistency. Yeah, that is really important, of course, because you cannot build the kind of relationship and then want to be like, oh, I want to share her everything, I want to share him everything about my life, but you never show up in every, like, even like a small kind of gathering, like a coffee or a lunch, or let's go trip somewhere, or just play game and so on. That small kind of activity, actually, that's build more trust, and then more get to know each other, from how you act or react or certain of accident. That's like, it's really good to get to know each other, other than just texting on the group, or just like came once in maybe 10 events. That is like, you just don't get it. The consistency of hang out, even like a smallest things, that it's really helpful for you to get connect and get to know people deeply. For me, that's really important. I think it's because I'm in Bali, I seen many community of based on hobbies, based on your background, based on um, specific topic, like dance, hobby and so on. For me, I've been joining one community to another community since after COVID. Just want to know or check, it's like what the vibes it is. And then for me, I choose like different kind of style. Let's say if I want to have like more knowledge about my work background and so on, so I'll choose like to be part with the people who have same interests, by like in the working side, maybe like a creative content creators community, or like entrepreneur community. Just I want to hear other stories from other people. And then if I just want to like for fun, like there's so many like community here doing games like paddle games or gym or just like badminton and so on. But I noticed that the difference of the community itself is based on what the people good at. Like some people, like they good in visioning their business and so on, but actually they're kind of like introvert and then not that socials with the people who doing like fun games and other sport, because there's like, oh, this is not my things, I just want to be like in this kind of part of community. So I think it's the different about from one community to another community is their needs and their mindset, and also they have goals in every community that they want to be part with. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think it's back again. Like you don't want to be in the in the community or in the room that which is not really you. So ask yourself first, what do you want? And then because there's like so many choice in here, and then be real you, show up as you. You don't need to be pretend that you like those things, you don't like those things. And then how to join the community is just genuinely curious with people, because asking a question for me is more romantic than giving a compliment to people. When you're curious with people, when you're curious of something, you will find your answer, you'll find your people who as curious as you. So if you join one of the community, oh, I want to join this, let's say, paddle community, be curious of what other people doing, how they doing it. So by asking question with people, so you get to know people genuinely, like not forcing yourself or forcing other people to be in touch with you. So that kind of moment to build like more intense relationship and being friends, it's not that difficult to achieve. Well, since Bali is so international community, I think is I just find like a slightly different vibes from one country to another country. Let's say in Japan, well, I'm joining the digital nomad community, which is that's international people, and then they've been to such of the places where they try to get to know people is like easily, because digital nomad community it's connect to each other so easily. So I think it's from all those countries that I visit, like Japan, Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand. They have like the same pattern. They just like open to get to know. It's like, hi, how are you? And then just like, oh, where are you from? And so on. And then they start from their hobby and background, what they do as their work, and then slip to their life, and then how they manage to moving around as nomad. And then the difference is their culture actually is Asian. Like I notice the people in Bali, which is our people from Bali, from Indonesia also, and then the people from Vietnam and the people from Japan, they have different reaction of curiosity. Like in Japan, they not really asking you question, but they curious, because I think it's like they're not meeting so much foreigner, and then they just like being like how they used to grow up. And then we as a foreigner, like we need to answer a question which is like then we'll never ask. And then it's just like, oh, you know what, I just tell you a story, I just tell you something, so you don't need to ask. It's different like the people I think from Vietnam, like they're more curious, they will ask you like 1 to 10 questions. It's like oh, which country you been, and then what you do, and then how you do things. And then they just like their curiosity is like top notch. And then it's like you need to explain. And somehow like you just get tired of answering the question. And then for me, like in Bali, like the people in Indonesia is kind of like in the middle. It's depend of like the personalities. If they like more outgoing and like so open, they'll ask you a bunch of questions. And then if they're like maybe more shy but still curious, there's like one question, but it's like more explanation, like more why question instead of what question. I think is oh the, I have a fun story to tell you. So when I travel to those countries, everybody, almost everybody, even like the small like there's small shop, they have stuff, and then they know Bali, and then they doesn't even know Indonesia. So I think it's because the Bali name is so popular around the world, and then it's like people questioning, it's like what's in there, and then how pretty is Bali because everybody talking about Bali. I think it's the people that find out about Bali, and then when they come back to their country and so on, they're talking a lot about Bali, like how their experience is when they go to like one of the cafe or staying in the guest house or hotel. They have like a very very warm experience that they didn't get from any destination that they visit. So that's like a special memory for them. It's like, oh yeah, I will never get bored to tell Bali story to all their friends. And also, most of the startup and business they built when they built in Bali, and then they met like a people that they found like at the gym, at the co-working space, and so on. That kind of story or business that they develop is like so memorable, and then it's like they place it everywhere. It's like, oh, our business is like born in Bali, and so on and so on. And also the the easy part of finding people, because everybody come to Bali, they know, they I think they set their mind to be more open in Bali, to get to know people from other places, just because like everybody's just come to Bali to meet people. And then that mindset is like it's so easy to find people and so on. It's like everybody's like, yeah, I met this person in Bali, in Bali. So people think it's like, okay, so Bali have a special treatment to easy to meet people, and then there's so many communities around based on your job, based on your hobby. Now it's like more focus on wellness and mental health. Like many people build their communities in start in Bali. That's make community in Bali is more popular, or even more now. Like wellness now, more sport going on. They make the base in Bali. They make their tournament in Bali. So that's kind of things. There's so many things going around in Bali, make people like FOMO to come to Bali. It's like, oh yeah, this summer I'm gonna come to Bali for to meet people, to experience how beautiful Bali is, how beautiful Bali people is, because oh yeah, in Bali the people so friendly and so on. So I think that is the most reason why people come to Bali, to meet the community, to experience the hype in here at the moment. Yeah. Okay, I think yes, I sharing more enough. Maybe next I will sharing more about the communities Bali, finding people in Bali. So I think is the key point that I want to share with you in here about the community is, don't stop being curious, don't stop being you, to show the real you to the people that you just met, because when you showing the real you, you will attract the people that you want, you will attract the people that you really need. because that is the most important thing to you, the people that you want to be surrounded with. And yeah, thank you so much for the session. Thank you so much for our routine and then the cameraman. Bye bye.